You are welcome to HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. In the recent leaks triggered by Daryl McDavid's attorney Glozman, that came as a result of his filing for his client's restitutions having won his Chicago trial, we learn about a secret meeting Assistant District Attorney Angel Krull had with the grand jury, negotiating with them on whether to introduce new accusations, witnesses, and also brand new charges onto the Chicago indictment. While this was done in a secret arrangement, these information leaks show that the district attorney was never sure if R. Kelly and Daryl even needed to be charged for obstruction of justice. If she did, she wouldn't have had reason to engage the grand jury in this discussion, considering that by virtue of her office as a district attorney, she had all the rights and mandate to indict the R&B King without consultation. This gives us reason to think someone wanted this done and hired Angel Krull to make sure it happens. And the district attorney who did not believe it was appropriate needed to consult and sell the idea to the grand jury, which she did effectively, considering this was finally accepted. But who is this bigger power behind this forceful indictment that later embarrassed the entire prosecution team when they eventually failed miserably at trial? I am sure by now we all know who this is most likely to be. After all, everyone involved did act like they were on a competitive paycheck intended to throw justice out the window and lock up R. Kelly. It's also important to note that it is this same district attorney Angel Krull who ensured R. Kelly was never granted bail, claiming he was a great danger to the community, prompting Chicago federal judge Harry Leinenweber to order that R. Kelly be held in jail without bond. A move that will soon echo back at the judge and the entire legal system when challenged in the higher court. According to Krull, the reason why R. Kelly should have never been granted bail was the fact that she assumed he had committed all the alleged crimes and was also trying to cover them up. And this was proved not to be completely true, when he was acquitted of more than 50% of the alleged crimes, including Angel Krull's allegations that he was trying to cover them up. It's therefore only correct to conclude that Angel Krull was responsible for the abuse of R. Kelly's right to bail, when she concocted charges and forced them into his indictment. After doing all this to R. Kelly, the assistant district attorney was not done yet. Angel Krull is the very same prosecutor said to have had an inappropriate relationship with the prosecution key witness in the Chicago case. According to the motion submitted by Daryl McDavid's lawyers, Angel Krull did make undisclosed private phone calls to one of the alleged victims, listed her as boss baby in her phone, and also told her time and again how beautiful she was, and how she was glowing in her eyes during her pregnancy. And when she was done familiarizing with the witness, Angel Krull proceeded to charging R. Kelly for all the wrong reasons, like someone important to her had put her up to it. However, when these claims were brought up by Glozman, the district judge was quick to dismiss them without even looking into the matter to confirm whether the government prosecutor had acted this unprofessionally with a witness. We therefore are not surprised that no investigation was carried out to find out if the assistant district attorney had done this or not. After all, an institution cannot be investigating itself, and they seem to work together like lock and key. It's no surprise that by the time attorney Glozman spilled the beans, Angel Krull was determined unreachable and acted like she had resigned from her job a while back. She was probably shy about the things she had done that she knows well are completely criminal and unacceptable. The rumor is that Angel Krull was transferred to serve in another part of the government. Sounds rather sneaky, doesn't it? According to Marissa Jones, I am more than sure that among the charges the prosecution listed on R. Kelly's charge sheet, none had been confirmed. They were not sure of anything, considering they were likely hired by a superior to do the job of locking up R. Kelly, and hoping that he dies in prison. If anything, they knew R. Kelly had not done any of these things. They therefore had to concoct everything and make him look as bad as possible. To achieve this, they had to go into thinking mode. Will this work? Will this be believable? It's therefore not strange that a secret meeting with the grand jury was necessary to gather the confidence to implicate the R&B King for things he clearly had not done. Angel Krull could have indicted R. Kelly without having this secret meeting, considering she had all the rights to do this. But like always, before someone tells lies on another when dealing with very important matters, they tend to think by consulting someone, They will shift the blame to them if things do not work out as planned. According to Ray Johnson, this is exactly how the government prosecutors go about their work. They have been doing the very same thing for long now. What they care about is getting somebody behind bars, and collecting taxpayers' money. The rest, they don't give a damn about. They don't really care who they hurt or how many careers they will ruin. Their jobs have them suitably positioned to receive money from those interested in their service, while ruining other people's lives for no good reason. If government does not regulate the operations of the prosecutors, they are bound to lose a lot of money in compensating acquitted defendants like they will Daryl McDavid. According to Cheryl Hayes, all the lies by the prosecution team to destroy R. Kelly have made their way into the light for the world to see. In case they do not know, all those involved have actually committed multiple crimes that may include perjury and abuse of office among others. They ought to know that no one is above the law and stop the madness as soon as possible. Otherwise, this system of ours is proving to be a total joke. Sadly, it's not only the prosecution that has turned this case into a boggy endless trail of BS. The courts too have failed us. When Judge Ann Donnelly dismissed Attorney Bonjean's efforts to point out the errors made during the New York trial, and instead chose to act adamant and proceed to unfairly sentence R. Kelly, she too appeared not to have acted independently. Just how everyone can be bent towards serving the one with the resources irrespective of what the law says, it's hard to understand. According to Mimi Williams, the prosecutors, judges and haters ought to remember that where they plant landmines, they too may have to walk soon. And that by blowing out someone else's candle, it doesn't mean theirs will shine any brighter. It's always likely that the wrong things they do to R. Kelly will return and haunt them. We know what they are all up to, but the Supreme Court will not be taking no bribes. If you wish to take part in a live interview on this channel discussing any of these topics, let us know by emailing us on sashahnnewsroom@gmail.com for scheduling. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say. To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.